Stephen of Perm was a 14th-century painter and missionary credited with the conversion of the Komi to Christianity and the establishment of the Bishopric of Perm. Stephen also created the Old Permic script, which makes him the founding father of Permian written tradition. The Enlightener of Perm, or the Apostle of the Permians, as he is sometimes called, is commemorated by the Catholic and Orthodox Churches on April 26. Stephen was probably from the town of Ustiug. According to a church tradition, his mother was a Komi woman. Stephen took his monastic vows in Rostov, where he learned Greek and learned his trade as a copyist. In the year 1376, he voyaged to lands along the Vichegda and Vym rivers, and it was then that he engaged in the conversion of the Syrian. Rather than imposing the Latin or Church Slavonic on the indigenous pagan populace, as all the contemporary missionaries did, Stephen learned their language and traditions and worked out a distinct writing system for their use. Although his destruction of pagan idols earned him the wrath of some Permians, Pimin, the metropolitan of all Rus, created him as the first bishop of Perm. The effect of the new bishopric and the conversion of the Vichegda Perm threatened the control that Novgorod had been enjoying over the regions. Tribute. In 1385, the Archbishop of Novgorod Alexei sent a Novgorodian army to oust the new establishment, but the new bishopric, with the help of the city of Ustiug, was able to defeat it. In 1386, Stephen visited Novgorod the following year, and the city and its archbishop formally acknowledged the new situation. Subsequently, the region's tribute became the luxury of Moscow. These events had immense repercussions for the future of northern Russia, and formed but one part of a larger trend which saw more and more of the Finnic North and its precious pelts passing from the control of Novgorod to Moscow. The historian Serge Zenkovsky wrote that St. Stephen of Perm, along with Epiphanius the Wise, St. Sergius of Radonez, and the great painter Andrei Rublev signified the Russian spiritual and cultural revival of the late 14th and early 15th century. Indeed, Stephen's life encapsulates both the political and religious expansion of Muscovite Russia. Stephen's life was in fact commemorated in the writings of the aforementioned Epiphanius, who famously wrote the panegyric to St. Stephen of Perm, a text that praises Stephen for his evangelical activities, and styles him the creator of Permian letters.